I want to switch now quickly to Florida because as we're recording this Tuesday morning, there is some weather events happening that were kind of foreshown last night. Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, quote, "Residents should prepare for possible impacts and heed any warnings from officials. We have activated the Florida State Guard to prepare for any impacts." What are we seeing in Florida right now that the governor might have to maybe respond to in the midst of all of this last minute campaign craziness?
Yeah, that's a great point. We are talking, and AccuWeather severe weather experts have been highlighting the risk for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes in Florida now for several days to get the message out to help people to prepare. We have already had several confirmed tornadoes across the northwestern part of Florida, the Panhandle, particularly a damaging tornado that occurred around 6:45 this morning in Panama City, where there was significant damage to some structures. That tornado ripping through that area early this morning with those impacts. Now, we are going to be dealing with a strong line of thunderstorms that will be along a cold front that will traverse Florida from west to east here through the day today. The largest threat is actually going to be for damaging wind gusts, which could be above 70 miles per hour with some of these thunderstorms. But there will also be tornadoes, and we are concerned about that, especially across the northern and central part of Florida. So as Governor DeSantis was talking about, resources have been staged, it sounds like, from the state government to anticipate that severe weather threat. And that's all associated with this big storm, believe it or not, that's going through Iowa. It's the trailing cold front from that storm system, the same one that's producing that severe weather as it meets up with warm, moist, and unstable air across the southeastern part of the United States. So that's an issue from Florida up to the Carolinas, the severe weather threat here as we make our way through the day today. So that will be an issue that Governor DeSantis and his staff, I'm sure, will be closely monitoring in terms of what is going to transpire through the day today and into tonight.
It may be one storm, but it's kind of a 1-2 punch to the DeSantis campaign, getting around Iowa and obviously maybe having to leave and go back to Florida. You talked about air travel. If he needs to get back to Florida, will it be a struggle? Are there cancellations right now down there?
There have been widespread travel delays. We've been highlighting the concerns that delays and cancellations are going to be a significant problem in the central and eastern part of the United States today and on Wednesday, because you have major hubs that are being affected in different ways, from the snow and rain mix that are going on in Chicago, so at Midway and O'Hare there, certainly the snow and blowing snow at Des Moines that we were talking about, and then the issues are going to be very significant in the whole corridor from the Carolinas up to Baltimore, Washington, Philadelphia, all the New York City airports, and also up to Boston today and to tonight with heavy rain and gusty winds. This is going to not only be a danger to people in terms of the flooding risks. In fact, we're expecting major flooding in some locations. It's going to basically really hamper travel both on the roads and also at the airport. So some significant problems mounting here as we head into the rest of the day today and into the first part of tomorrow. I think it's going to take a little bit of time to get back to normal in the east after this storm.
Well, Mother Nature has kind of held off during the campaign season up until the last minute. We'll have to see how this is going to turn out. Jonathan Porter, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Good to be with you today.